I think my tip is if you're building a passage, you need to find ways to build it up at a slower tempo, practicing it in different ways and different rhythms, rather than just building up tempo by tempo. You can do something at a slow tempo and you can do it a little bit faster, but if you're in that slightly faster area, you're not quite fully in control. And then if you push up the tempo from that area, you're still always in this not quite in control mode and you're repeating a passage multiple times. And yes, you're getting more reps, but you're not really getting it solid. I would practice it. Let's say you can play it at 80 to a click. I would practice it at 80 in a bunch of different ways with different rhythms a lot. And then move the metronome up to 90 or 100 and then do that a lot. And after you've done a bunch of work at the slower tempo, then you can jump up to the quicker tempo and you'll notice, wow, I can actually do it faster now. And you come back to it and it's pretty cool how you just leveled up. And it's because you had done all those reps when you were doing it slower. It's really important to view it that way as you're kind of building up from something. It's like you're saving money so that you can spend it later and that you can achieve this high goal. But if you
Yeah.
keep just trying to push at it when it's not quite fully there, it's really hard and in fact impossible to really have it secure at a fast tempo.
And may I just give a tip on what not to do? And this goes along exactly with what you were saying. When I was younger, I was obsessed with playing things as fast as possible because I like typhus a lot. And I would always try to play faster than what I could do. And I would try to get there sooner before I was even ready. I would always, I want to play it faster. So I'll just, you know, I'll just do it now. And even though it wasn't quite clean, I would just do it faster immediately. But what ended up happening was they would always be messy, a little bit messy here and a little bit messy there, and it wouldn't be so clean. And that actually makes things less exciting. When you're listening to something and you hear like messiness here and there, it just it takes away from your feeling of excitement because you hear a clear line, and I struggle with this even now with, for the instance, the end of Waxman or something. You hear a clear musical line and then some noise, and then a clear musical line and then some noise. And so now I'm actually very patient with myself. When I play a fast passage and it's not quite clean, I really enjoy spending time in a slower tempo to make things really clean because whatever time that you spend in a slower tempo is actually worth more to yourself than pushing it forward. Because it feels satisfying to play things faster, but it really feels satisfying playing things faster well. And if you don't spend enough time practicing slowly, it really ends up costing you in the long run. Because once you start playing something fast, then you learn how to do things in a way that isn't clean. So if you try to dissect that, you got to take it all the way back to square one and figure out what you're doing that's not ideal. And you have to retrain your hands to not do what you just trained in. And that's so much more difficult. And I've been in that situation many times and wish that I would have just done things correctly the first time.